Oh yeah! Chrissy Quaid won first place this year at the first ever Extreme Ironing World Championship. I'm so freaking proud of her. Is what I would say if it was 2002 and I was a big fan of the extremely weird and niche sport known as extreme ironing. What's the soup, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to explore some wacky, crazy, silly sports that you won't believe exist from across the world. Let me tell you, the last one we're going to talk about is going to blow your freaking socks off. Actually, on second thought, they all will probably. A few years back when I first started doing YouTube, some of you might remember I did a video on modern day knight fighting. For those of you who haven't checked it out, here it is. Go check it out after you're done with this video. It's basically a sport where dudes dress up in medieval knight armor or medieval armor and just beat the living crap out of each other until either of the two combatants passes out. It's like MMA meets the Renaissance Fair or medieval times. Check that out. It's a whole thing. And in that same spirit, I've decided to go down a rabbit hole of extremely crazy and obscure sports from around the world. So if you're into that kind of crazy, wacky stuff, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like these.
Are you extreme? Do you like monster trucks, skydiving, and surfing mavericks? Hell yeah, I do too.
Do you also like having a clean wardrobe and a wrinkle-free shirt? Nice. Well, what do you do when you mix these two things together? Extreme frickin' ironing, of course. So if you're like me, the first thing that comes to mind when you think of BMX riding or snowboarding down a glacier is ironing boards, then this is the sport for frickin' you. Extreme ironing is a sport that is exactly what it sounds like. It's people ironing clothes in extreme situations and while doing extreme sports. So I thought, why not check out some of these radical clips together? What better way to start off this journey than with the 2002 World Championship of Extreme Ironing? What the fuck? Dude, no. No way, dude. Get out of those. No, not the jump over. This. Okay, wait. I need to pause this. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Hot Rod, the movie with Andy Samberg, where he's running up the mountain and doing extreme stuff. Dude, this is exactly this scene from Hot Rod.
Give your heart wings, you shit.
But even weird. This is even weirder because they're ironing. What the? Like, get down from that tree. What the fuck are you doing ironing up on that tree? Looks like The Amazing Race meets Tidy Housekeeping. I don't know. What the? Look at this shit. What the fuck? Dude, you're not. That's not gonna be. Not on the cow. Not on the freaking guy. You know what pisses me off about this? You know none of these clothes are being ironed properly. You know all of these clothes are going to be super wrinkly after all of the... I think they're going to be in worse condition. I think they're going to be in even worse condition than if you weren't extreme ironing them. I think there should be a point system to see how ironed the shirt is, not just taking an ironing board and an iron to the deepest depths of the wild. So you're not supposed to iron sports equipment like sports shirts. You're gonna melt. It's plastic. Okay, that one's easy. I could do that one. I mean, also, I assume none of the irons are plugged in. They're definitely not. This is just a recipe for burning yourself, getting a 3rd-degree burn. This right here, I would do with my partner. If I were a cow, would this cow be my friend or foe? This is also 12 years ago on a mountain. Honestly, props to this guy. You know, this guy seems like he has the technique at least a bit more down than some of these other fellows, friendly fellows. So props to him. From the looks of it, it seems like extreme ironing had its time in the sun. Call me crazy, but I think this was definitely born out of that planking phenomenon from the early 2010s. Every video I've seen from people extreme ironing is 10 to 12 years ago, and again, the championship was in 2002. I mean, it lasted a lot longer than some of the trends today. You know, I feel like the labubu is going to last a lot less time than extreme ironing did back in the early internet. I would say that this was born out of that planking situation. It was actually even before that. So maybe planking was thought of or created through watching videos like these. But it seems very much part of the times when like parkour was really big too. I don't know if some of you were old enough to see the phenomenon that was the parkour YouTube core.
This is parkour, internet sensation of 2004.
But yeah, moving on. Let's take a dive into the magical wizarding world of nerds. Were you ever bummed out that you never got your letter to Hogwarts? You were? Nice. Do you ever wish you could just slurp down a butterbeer with Hermione, Ron, Harry and the gang? Do you need to seek professional help? Absolutely not. What you do need to take up is Muggle Quidditch, a big sport in the mid-2010s that took over college campuses all around the world. I'm assuming this was a sport for people who weren't too good at playing real sports and saw an opportunity to be outside with their friends, and playing football or soccer or professional volleyball was just not in the cards. Then guess what? You could get all your role-playing friends from underneath the dungeon, which is awesome by the way, not knocking it. Dungeons and Dragons is freaking sick, and take them up to the real world where the sky is blue and the grass is green to play some Quidditch. So I decided, why don't we check out this cool montage that some dude in college decided to put together for the US Quidditch World Cup 8 finals highlight reel. Okay, let's check it out. So far normal, right? It looks like some people are gonna play some football or soccer for you Americans. And I mean, what's that college? That's like Texas, yeah, what? Longhorns. I mean, that's a pretty big college. But dude, I love the intensity. It looks like they're about to play like rugby, lacrosse. I don't know, but I don't know. I've never played it. It looks fun. I'll give them that. It looks fun. But how can you take yourself seriously? How can you take the sport seriously when you have a freaking broom, a miniature broom that doesn't even look like it's good for cleaning, might I add, between your legs as you run? And granted, every sport is silly if you think about it. Some are just more legitimized than others. But I still think that this is really silly. I mean, the whole point of Quidditch in the magical world of Harry Potter is that you could fly and you had freedom of space to go up, down, and sideways. This just seems like some extra steps in rugby or like football, American football, with some extra rules. This is also what I'm realizing. This is a very, very, very millennial sport or activity. I know we just made a video about LMFAO not too long ago, and we talked about millennial culture. This is that. This is precisely millennial culture to the core. And this is the reason a lot of other generations aren't huge fans of us. Because what is this? Like, how does a self-respecting I mean, okay, listen, I'm being too harsh. And I know anyone who's watching this who plays Quidditch, this is really cool. Honestly, being outside, getting exercise, and being active is always freaking cool. So more power to you if you do it. I'm just making fun of it a little bit for comedic purposes. Listen, if someone were to invite me to play Quidditch, I'd probably go. Fuck it, yeah, I'd probably go. Seems fun enough. I'd definitely wear a disguise. I'd probably shave my mustache off. It looks it looks fun. You're outside, you're running. More power to you. If you're one of the people playing Quidditch out there, you know what? My hat's off to you. But also, maybe don't post it on the internet. Or don't tell people on first dates, if you're even going on dates. Because if you play Quidditch, let's be honest, you're probably not going on dates. I'm kidding. I jest. You're cool. On to the next one. Have you ever stubbed your toe and thought, hey, I wish I could replicate this freaking feeling, but 10 times worse? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you hitting your freaking shin. It stings just as much, but 10 times more intense. So if you really like that feeling, then boy oh boy do I have the freaking sport for you. Let me introduce you to the professional sport of shin kicking. And yes, it's exactly what you think, with a referee. A fun little sport for all you sadistic boys and girls to live a miserable frickin' life. So in that spirit, let's check out some frickin' shin kicking videos. No fucking way. These ladies are going at it. What the fuck? Dude, Dude, look at the crowd. Look at the freaking crowd. Why are they wearing lab coats too? There's nothing scientific about this. I love. Is this the shin kicking competition? Or are these two ladies just trying to get the last vase in Pottery Barn? Dude, this is hilarious. Okay, let's keep seeing. Time for some rough and tumble dudes to get this. Oh my god. That guy's cheating. That guy has a straw in his jeans. Or maybe he's... Oh my god. Ow. Look at the pain. Oh my god. Look, dude. Look at the pain in this guy's face. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, you know that hurt. You know that freaking hurt it. Oh my god. Seriously, if you've never gotten hit in the shin, it hurts like a bitch. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. Oh, this guy. Oh my god. These guys. Okay, first of all, sissies, right? Everyone else before them, no hey. And these two guys, one has shin guards for Pete's sake. The other guy has like more straw than a horse eats in a week. Come on. Let's freaking get it together, dudes. Dude, the crowd, I would go to this. This seems like such a fun outing. Beautiful first date spot. Sunset. Watching dudes kick the crap out of each other's shins. I mean, it's hard to say if this is the shin kicking competition or me at the latest Oasis concert, which let me tell you was freaking sick. This sport looks fucking hilarious to watch, terrible to be a part of. Sign me up to watch this. When's the next one and the closest one to me? Because I want to be a part of this. I want to watch. What the hell? Sue me. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, and the sport that made this video a reality, that sparked my curiosity enough to want to explore the weird, wacky world of sports, it really is great. I'm nacho average fan of this sport. And you'll get these puns in just a second. It's professional cheese rolling, or the great cheese rolling. From what I know, this happens mainly in England. I think it happens mainly once a year. I don't think there's an official league or whatever. I might be wrong. If you know more about it, please drop some knowledge in the comments. But this is a sport where they drop this like roll of cheese and people just chase after it. I guess whoever catches it or grabs onto it first wins. But the video is hilarious. It's so English. It's so British. It seems like such a wholesome sport. Nothing but respect and admiration for whoever came up with a sport and for the people who compete in this wonderful little game. I assume that whoever gets the cheese gets to eat it after the game is over. But in the words of my all-time hero, Charlie Kelly,
Cheese, huh?
but let's check it out. Here we go. It's like it seems like it's annual, right? So it's probably just like a festivity that started at some point in their very rich history. And there's the cheese. See, there it is. Oh, oh my god. Dude, the air that some of these people are catching is insane. Okay, that guy won. Sick. Congrats to that guy. We need to watch this again. Look at the air. Oh my god. Dude, some of these people are flying. Let me tell you something. I would 100% participate on this, and you have to imagine the cheese is delicious. Because I can't even start to fathom the amount of back injuries and leg injuries that happen every year from this beautiful sport. Dare I say, noble sport? Sport for kings? Or
The Golden God!
But I'd play it. It's sick. I think there's one more video. Let's check it out. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god. Dude, the amount of air these dudes are oh my god. Hitting your head with someone else must freaking suck. It must hurt like a bitch. I mean, let's see some more. There it is. There's the cheese. See, it's like a little cheese barrel thing. Dude, these dudes are fucking flying. Oh, did you see that? Contact was made. Oh my god, that guy just rolled his neck. Ooh. Dude, this is the most wholesome sport I've ever seen. And I don't know if you guys remember when you would play out in the grass when you were a kid and you'd just get itchy from like being in the grass. I don't know if it happened to everyone. It happened to me. You just know people are so itchy after this. But hey, you got a delicious roll of cheese once you're done. Ooh, oh my, I knew it, dude. You just know these people get freaking torn up. And I'm surprised no one's knee went the other way. I mean, someone probably did. You know someone's day ended in the hospital that day. Oh, isn't that... Wait, what the fuck? That's Speed, right? Nice. I didn't know he was there. Clearly a big sport. Clearly he brought a big audience to this. Hence why there's so much people, I imagine. That's pretty cool. Honestly, my take on this, wholesome, beautiful. I dig it. And you get a free block of cheese at the end. Who doesn't love that? I feel like I should find a way to organize this in Mexico. I feel like you could find a park with a hill that's deep enough. I honestly loved finding out and researching this video. I loved reacting to this. I already have a part 2 planned out with even weirder and wackier sports, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to watch that kind of stuff. Also, if you know or can think of any weird sports that are local to your area or that you saw on some weird Instagram or weird TikTok post, send that my way or put it down in the comments so I can check it out. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you like this, again, like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry I keep reminding you. Small channel, force a habit. Please subscribe. Send this video to your pumpkin spice latte, to your Tony Soprano fan club members, and of course, to your freaking chiropractor. I made a cookie. Pretty good. Catch you guys in the next one, and peace.